So we had 24 players, 5 rounds of Swiss before cut to top 8.
I will fetch basic island. Has 8 vials.
Basic island into Vile after a flooded strand to start the game for Devin. Looks like it resolves. Joe K with a great question. Anyone care to give a brief summary of breakfast? What does it do? So we do have deck lists posted in our Discord. We were explaining that a moment ago. If you're interested in seeing the deck lists, you can go there and look at that. Cephalid Illusionist plus Nomads in Core or Shuko with free abilities to target Cephalid Illusionist, which I will share the text of in the chat. Thanks to MTG Bot. You target over and over again your Illusionist to mill your library until you dread return for Thassa's Oracle. That's, in short, the plan. It also can play a fair game and attack with creatures. There's Narcomoebas in there that when they mill, you can then sack them to cast Dread Return. Very similar finish to Oops All Spells. Vile has been ticked up to 1. Here's a Brainstorm. Thank you for asking that, Joe. It's important that we get everybody familiar with these decks. Breakfast has made a resurgence in Legacy after being quiet for a while. It's believed that the Breakfast archetype is quite good against Initiative and some of the other decks you'll see in the January 2023 Legacy meta. Delver, so I've heard mixed takes on this, and I'm curious what Twitch chat, YouTube commenters think. Delver's not the best matchup for Breakfast, I've heard. If you disagree, let us know. Maybe there's different kinds of builds of Breakfast that can be a little bit better or worse against Delver, but an activation of Vile here on end step puts a Nomads and Core into play.
Your response? This one is still at 1. I go to 19.
In response to Vile activation, we're seeing a play, it sounds like.
I was hoping to dodge. Ute.
Ready?
Not you specifically, but you know what I mean.
Badland?
Okay, Petty Theft on Vile in response to the upkeep triggered ability, it seems. A bit of disruption here.
I dodged Oops all of last weekend, which is fantastic because I want to.
6 cards in Francesco's hand.
This is funny because like one of my friends was playing Oops.
Force pitching Narcomoeba, hoping to protect Vile here. Vile can potentially activate and put Illusionist into play this turn and get the combo going. Francesco is tapped out and may have to protect this Petty Theft now. Was pretty crowded at this event. We may see some bumps of the camera and whatnot. Seems like tables already swaying quite a bit. Days gets paid for. Second days.
Okay. Yeah, this will change some plans. Draw for 12.
During my upkeep, I will wild out Huddle for an engine.
I go to
18.
18, yeah.
Go.
Trigger.
All right, life totals at the top center of your screen have not been activated, but updated, but Francesco is at 18. This is a competitive event, so players are keeping track of life totals on pads, and maybe will occasionally neglect the phone on the table. All right, now it's been updated.
Why are at 18?
Fetching force.
Floating.
Brazen Borrow is on an adventure. A third day is here on Vile.
Go.
3 days is pretty good in this situation.
Try it.
16.
Keith Master Flex says, not sure how I feel about pitching Narcomoeba. Okay, so what makes you say that?
On an adventure.
You might have just roll for. Yeah, roll's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. 2. So keep this one and these guys. Sure.
That's the bill for Strix.
Yes.
All right, Belful Strix comes in for Devin. Yeah, pitching Narcomoeba seems fine to me, but I'm not a breakfast player, so I'm curious why Keith Master Flex was skeptical, but I'm not sure. The Flying Sloth, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
Go.
For 4.
10.
14. Yep. Thanks.
Well, the engine for paddle.
Devin, of course, top aided the SCG Con Legacy 10K with breakfast. Just when was that? On the 14th. And you could see, I mean, it's posted all over the internet, but also in our Discord, Devin's deck list. And as far as I can tell, Devin knows how to play this deck pretty well. So it's not like someone picking up the deck for the first time, is my point. J-Dub says, 90s MTG spreading the gospel of Legacy. We thank you. Yes, you're welcome. The Flying Sloth. Thank you for the sub. First time sub for the Flying Sloth. It looks like we're creeping up. Yeah, we're getting close to breaking our all-time subs record. We're at 262 out of 270. That's exciting. That's exciting. All right, Shuko has been equipped to Nomads and Core, and we're attacking, and Francesco's down to 11 with a Brazen Bar in exile on an adventure. Devin cracks 2 fetches, going down to 15. Am I from the Philly area? No. I'm from New York City.
Pass on the Strix.
All right, here's another Failful Strix coming in for Devin. Okay, looks like Francesco just drew a Pyroblast, which could be relevant against the Illusionist. Harry Houdini, thank you for 2 gift subs. Harry Houdini says, let's get that 270. Yeah, why not? 19 subs on the channel, gift subs on the channel for Harry Houdini. I appreciate that. The Flying Sloth says, first time catching the stream, been watching YouTube for a while and loving every second of it. Thanks for keeping Legacy content alive. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. We'll pin that.
Valuable cards or not.
All right, swinging for... keep losing my voice. Swinging for 2 here with Belful Strix, and Francesco's cracking a fetch. Maybe Brazen Borrower getting flashed in. It is on an adventure, after all. There it is. It'll probably trade with the Strix here.
And attempt to block it.
All right, trades with the Strix. There's a Saga on the battlefield with 1 chapter counter on it. There's a Saga. Still a powerful magic card. Fairy Time Raveler, still also a powerful Magic card. Remember when people were saying ban to Fairy Time Raveler?
And pass turn.
Everyone floated.
Do you remember that, everybody?
Draw.
That's game.
Raise your hand if you remember that. Pyroblast on the Reveler. Alright, that resolves. Dirk drove that train. DRC? Trying to see if Francesco has Delirium, I'm not sure. Saga has ticked up to 2. Alright, there's Illusionist. One side of the combo. Francesco's ready for it. Francesco pitches a Murktide Regent to Force of Will.
There's one from the
Yeah. This one trigger.
triggers okay.
Harry Houdini with a great question. Is there a 20 gift sub badge? I don't know. I don't have control over those gift badges. Does anybody know?
Okay. Yeah.
Surveil dumps another Force into the graveyard. And the Illusionist is countered. Ooh, a backup. Francesco scoops it up. Okay. Game 1 goes to Breakfast.
I double interaction. Because like you flip, this is in your hand, unfortunately, right? Because you want this in your deck. So then you flip this.
All right, one card goes on the bottom for Francesco, who is on the play here in Game 2. Island Ponder.
One.
Usually, I think if I get the Dread Return, you can pass this with
Francesco counts them out. 1, 2, 3 as the cards are drawn off Ponder. Very nice.
You'd have to get it out of your hand somehow.
And then the second game, the same line was available for the person to play. So
Go.
I also had interaction.
All right, draws a card off the Ponder. It looked like it was an expressive iteration.
I didn't have a circle, but I had red blast.
Oh, yeah, end of turn, I'll make our contract.
Roberto Blanco, thanks for the follow. Welcome. All right, Flooded Terrain gets correct.
because you do it at 10
Very well.
Typhoon with a hot take. Delver players are sick people. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, here's a vial for Devin.
Most of my bad matchups, and I played Sneak and Show, which is like the worst matchup for me. Probably worse than this, because like they have main deck sideboard hate against me with like Emrakul, and I can't mill them because they just shuffle. So, but I still beat them. I got.
All right, cracking a fetch here is Francesco on end step, I believe, getting a Volk.
I played a turn 1 Saga, so I can get a Pithing Needle as best as I could. And I Pithing Needle with a sneak attack. And then I told a bunch of Red Blasts and I killed them with tokens. And he only has 2 ways to kill me, so like, he couldn't get through my counters after that. And he had 2 sneak attacks in his hand, and I had to enable. He cast a sneak attack, and my Saga went off. He didn't have enough mana to actually use it.
An end step Brainstorm, okay.
Passed the turn, and I needled his sneak attack, and I just killed him from there. So it was very lucky.
What is the deck you most?
Draw.
I would have been one I played the most with the Secret Trade.
sneaking shot with Manmade probably. Manmade is just so much faster than I am.
All right, there's the expressive iteration that we knew about. Saw it earlier. Being fired off. Volcanic Island put into exile. One card in the hand, one card on the bottom.
The nature of Legacy is like that matchups. You can prepare
Volcanic Island will get played.
prepared then.
I mean, I got very lucky with the turn 1 Painter Servant. That was
DRC.
Draw.
Yeah.
Vial ticks up to 1.
One play I should have done differently in the third game is Force of Vigor, the Painter Servant in response to the Lotus Petal to avoid getting red blasted. Because when you play the Lotus Petal, it's clear like this Lotus Petal is going first or whatever.
Yeah, but that was a while ago. That was like for a couple turns.
All right, cracking a fetch here is Devin.
Right, but you were not red mana.
Well, I would have changed my place.
So what ways can the breakfast combo be disrupted? I mean, there's graveyard hate cards, you know, the cages, the rest in pieces, the ley lines of the void, and stuff like that. But swords to plowshares, lightning bolt before the other part of the combo can be put on the board. Unholy Heat, Fairy Macabre is one. Endurance. Well, endurance is not the best, but it's on the list. Surgical Extraction. We'll see. Other than the obvious counter magic, we'll see what sideboard cards Francesco has brought in here, possibly. All right, Days on Prismatic Ending.
You have to follow the format if you want to keep any good at it.
Devin not choosing to play around Days here. Yeah, Endurance can easily be played around, but it's better than nothing. If all your deck has is like you're playing green white depths, all you have is Swords to Plowshares. You can leave your Endurances in, try to get some use out of them. You can like respond to the Narcomoeba triggers or something like that, and then Swords a creature, and you know, is it amazing? Probably not, but it's something. All right, expressive iteration is happening here. Cervelle left the card on top, it looks like. Misty Rainforest. Adam with a great question. How do you stop them when they have Thassa's Oracle in hand? I mean, other than the obvious, like if your deck has Thoughtseize or something like that, just the cards I'm talking about, you know, never allowing Thassa's Oracle to even be an issue in the first place is really a big part of it. Yeah, Harry Houdini pointing out removal doesn't really work the way you hope against this deck. We saw, so I'm trying to remember how game 1 went. If you have a Nomads in Core, let's say, on the board, and your opponent casts the Illusionist, you can respond to that by swordsing the Nomads in Core, let's say. Yeah, dress down is decent as well. Stifle doesn't seem like the best. Torpor Orb is decent, yeah. There are a lot of Torpor Orbs in the format right now and dress downs because of the initiative. Vial is up to 2. Here's Triumph of St. Catherine revealed and cast off the top. It's getting dazed though. Ouch. Daze has been so good in this game, in this match. Blue to Delta dumped into the yard with Cervelle. Triumph of St. Catherine, as most of you that watch this channel regularly are aware, is quite good against Delver. All right, here's the Illusionist.
It all and just went straight back to Manhattan.
It was actually not too bad this time.
And
So wait, what
There
happened?
was a lot of space.
I
I just
milled
set up pretty well.
when I targeted.
Okay, so are you milling everything?
No, I'm going one by one. If you want me to
Okay,
stop, let me know. I'm gonna repeat that.
I didn't feel
Okay.
like
No, but you would like to do everything or like...
Yeah.
No. I do not want to do
realize I
it.
shouldn't let
Okay.
that like make me not.
Okay. Francesco giving Devin an opportunity to fast forward here and shortcut and mill the whole deck, but Devin not opting to do that. Triumph was the bait pointed out by Kentucky Fried. Yeah, it may have been.
before like the internet was a thing, you could buy parts online. So like we would go to computer shows to buy parts and build computers, and I just had like, oh my god, it was weird. It was like deja vu, everything all just mixed together.
I'm gonna hide myself here so we can get a better look at the graveyard. Only a Narcomoeba has happened so far.
Oh my god, I haven't been here in like 30 years. It's unbelievable.
Alright, good game.
Flashback therapy target you.
All right, a Cabal Therapy getting flashback here, sacrificing Narcomoeba. And Harry Houdini correctly pointing out, looking for Cabal Therapy. And Francesco thinking about a response.
Surgical extraction.
Surgical Extraction was named. Double Force Ponder Island Volcanic is the hand. So Francesco has a way potentially to stop Dread Return, but you know, a deck with Cabal Therapies in it will find a way to make that a non-issue, right? We'll see what Devin's move is here. Looks like 4 cards in hand for Devin.
And this card smells though. And you had basics anyway.
I'll pass.
All right, Devin passes the turn. Delver Trigger doesn't. Will flip another daze. At least this daze Devin will know about. Daze has been the MVP of this match so far.
You are going to draw more things later.
All right, attacking for 6. Devin down to 9. Life total's getting hidden every time the table gets bumped here. Ponder Servo. Oh, Kentucky Fried pointing out Devin's list only has 1 Cabal Therapy. I don't know if that's right. I don't have the deck list in front of me right now. It's posted in our Discord. But, okay, I didn't think about that. This Force of Wills could be an issue then.
Yeah, Leyline is reasonable, but it's not like a slam dunk against this deck.
What was against the last painter guy I played? He was very heavily into the whole he was playing engineer too. Yeah. When I was playing him, it was like straight up ley line and game.
All right, here's a Ponder for Devin. It'll be a Ponder Shuffle.
Sounds like nothing.
Don't know. All I can say is good against the left side.
All right, Devin passes the turn with 9 life. I'm not really sure why this DRC has counters on it. Maybe just a reminder that Francesco has Delirium. Looks like Francesco drew another Force. Brainstorm. Dragon's Rage Chandler dumped it to the graveyard.
Oh, okay, so you're right. You're right. I'm in Jersey City.
Didn't you come here with Adam?
No, my name is Adam.
I know. That's why I thought it was funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I took the train over.
Adam David over there also.
Swords on Insectile Aberration. Harry Houdini pointing out he could be hoping to draw Thassa and use Vial to win. Yeah, that is an option. The Illusionist will keep Devotion above 2 as well, which could be relevant. All right, so an activation of Vial here. Another Illusionist. Another Devotion.
Red over to everyone else. Either crush me or it's like pretty close to somebody.
Yeah. Play initiative.
Brainstorm for Devin.
And it's like so hard to come back.
I know.
Yeah, Step Through or Thassa. Yeah. Sixth life now is somewhat precarious. The Nomads in Core. What's the wording on that again?
Actual target was in 2023. We actually destroyed it.
Yeah, so you could redirect damage from Nomads in Core to another creature. So Nomads in Core can't really get bolted here without an Illusionist taking the hit.
One of my buddies was playing.
Hydroblast on DRC. That'll resolve. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the die to show 3/3 as well. Here's Murktide Regent.
I have like I got one. It's like I got you. Don't worry. Get to the event. My man.
All right, looks like it's an 8/8 Murktide.
Then I found a box of double feature where each pack is like 8 months. And plus like hour tickets, plus like
Another Ponder for Devin. Disco, thanks for the follow. Welcome. And it's a Ponder Shuffle. Not many cards left in the library. I see a Triumph of St. Catherine and a Thassa's Oracle in there. Get a quick glimpse of it as Devin shuffles.
I played against the Storm. It was like, it was 1-1, and then he was on the play in the third game. And it's like, just went off turn 1. I didn't even get to play that game. So I lost that match. I don't remember what the last game was.
Looks like 2 cards are in Devin's hand, facing down an 8/8 Murktide. No blockers.
like Goblin Bond. Like honest to God, just Goblin Bond.
Played against Goblin?
Activating Vial. Maybe a Narcomoeba to block. Yep.
Did really well.
Or something. I think his name was Leonard.
Yeah, I don't remember what his name was. I played against him.
Steam Vents entering tapped and passing. Devin Kraticus a fetch finds an Underground Sea down to 4 now.
At the top table.
Yeah. No, I couldn't have been him because I was playing him like around 4 or 5. We were in the losers team.
Oh, okay.
Like in my first three match, I was rolling against Initiative, and I was like, I really hope my first match. I think I had Initiative. And then it was just Initiative. Mono win Initiative. Next one.
All right, we're going to game 3. Yeah, and didn't draw a Thassa's Oracle or a Cephalid, yeah. All right, moving on to game 3. Looks like both players. Nope. Devin has mulled to 6. Francesco has kept 7. Cracking a polluted delta now.
Do they have to tap the illusionist to activate it?
We're down to 19. Underground Sea.
And then otherwise, shoot over for 0. And I keep oh, right, the Nomad. Yeah, Nomad's on 4. So if they play the Nomads first and then they play the Illusionist, they can't blast them. Because they can deactivate
All right, passing back to Francesco. Turn 1 Delver pass.
So the funny thing for me is like I've been watching stuff on the game. It's fine. But like don't like
Really nice.
All right, cracking a flooded strand. Down to 18. Thank you, Francesco, for updating the app. Getting a Tundra. Vial.
That was like
boring.
I like surgical because if you like draw it, it's not a dead card. I think surgical's fine. Yeah, I just need to like play against the deck more times to figure out when to start playing.
Everything's so fast. There's like one version of everything.
All right, jumping into combat. Delver gets in there. Delver did not flip. Second Delver. And a Ponder afterwards. All right, so maybe Francesco going to make sure these Delvers flip next turn.
Yep. What is that?
Urza's Saga comes in. Pretty good. But 2 flip Delvers could be a quick clock. Let's see what Devin has. Vials on 1. Pyroblast revealed. Pretty good. Francesco with the technique of taking the Delver all the way out of the sleeve and putting it back in about 50% of the way. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know about that play, everybody.
Thank you, Nestor.
I don't know about that one. That might be a misplay, actually. All right, Scalding Tarn getting cracked here. Here's Volcanic Island number 3. Yeah, Twitch chat's not liking it either. What do you think, everybody? Should that be like a warning or something? Or should it be like a game loss? Like how bad of a punishment should there be for that kind of thing? Here's a Braid on Vial. Activated in response.
Yeah.
Hydroblast after flashing in a Nomads and Core on the Abrade. What happens is $3 bills. We saw Francesco take those Delvers out of the sleeve and put them back in upside down with half the card out of the sleeve. Pyroblast on the Hydroblast. This is what Richard Garfield intended for sure. All right, Daze on the Pyroblast, and finally Vial survives. Attacking with Nomads and Core. Vial is on 2, or Saga's on 2. Yeah, Daze is back.
Draw.
Looks like Francesco drew a Wasteland. Devin taking 6, goes down to 5. Wasteland on the Saga. We got an activation in response. Here's a construct. Dragon's Rage Channeler pass, activating Vial. Narcomoeba. It may not be enough. Francesco adjusting the Delvers now, pushing them even further into the sleeve. It's all bad. Checking Delirium now. No Delirium. Instant sorcery, land.
Draw.
Tell me the story, please.
You have 2 cards.
2 cards in hand for Devin. No Delirium. Attacking for 6. Narcomoeba will chump.
But on you. Trigger.
Yeah, you got it. Begins.
All right, well played. Francesco gets the match on a lightning bolt to finish off Devin.